Movement Podcast, an online community for professional creatives.
Movement is a digital community for professional creatives that want to dig deeper.
We want to help people find their brand of professional to create their dream life and career.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Movement Podcast, the number one podcast in the world.
Yeah. In our hearts.
Yep.
Not on any charts.
Nope. I feel like last episode was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I liked that one a lot. I love the way we plan these out. That gives me so much joy. But I also feel like it was really fun to just kind of cut loose and like on the fly be able to talk about things. Yeah.
Going off the rails is always a good time.
It was a really good time. Now we're kind of low-key doing that today too.
Mm-hmm.
We have a very loose, I'm not even going to call this an outline. It's a list.
Mm-hmm.
A small, simple little list.
And we have our lists, and we haven't seen each other's lists.
No.
So hopefully we don't have the same thing on
Stressing me out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think so. Mine are pretty wild.
I can't wait.
I mean, they're not wild, but they're just random. Today we're talking about quotes, and I feel like quotes just really...
I mean, they can change your life if you let it.
Yeah. So quotes, like, really, they could just change your attitude about everything.
100%.
Yeah. And there's a quote on TikTok right now that, like, everybody's saying, and they're talking about it, and it's just manifestation, you know?
Sure.
I'm saying, I'm so lucky, everything goes my way, and just having that attitude makes you, you know, live it.
Yeah. It makes you susceptible to those positive things coming your way. 100%.
Quotes are always a good thing.
100%.
Yeah. So, do you want to start? Or do you want me to?
100%. Okay, so one of my favorite quotes of all time. Are you ready for this?
Maybe.
You are not a tree. Move.
Oh, shit. That's deep.
Okay, I know that sounds so dumb, but I think for me, just when that quote came across my screen, I was in a place.
Yeah.
Feeling like I made a plan and I had to follow through with that plan no matter what. And, you know, if you prefer nautical metaphors, you know, you adjust your sails to stay on the ultimate course type of situation.
Yep.
But it was just very like, you know what? Duh. A friggin' course. I can change my mind. I can do something different. I don't have to keep doing this if it's making my life hell.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So
gotta branch out.
I like that a lot. But yes, you are not a tree. Move.
Yeah, I feel like I will just like get into stages in my life where I'm like, this is just my life and this sucks, but we can really just change it. You know,
can.
We have that power.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start this off, obviously, with the Lil Wayne lyric.
Can't wait for this.
Okay, so it's in the song "Forever" by Drake, but it's Lil Wayne. It's, life is such a fucking roller coaster, then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park.
That's right.
Yeah. Life is weird and wild, but it's, you know, it's our life. Just, it is what it is.
Well, in that last part, I mean, you have control over what stresses you out.
Yeah.
To a degree, you know, this is my theme park. What should I scream for? Fuck, that's good.
I know. Lil Wayne, he comes with some bangers, man.
We'll just have a Lil Wayne episode.
Yeah. He's got some good stuff.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Well, since we're on songs, you know how I feel about Taylor. And one that really just always brightens my day and makes me feel better about myself and better about not listening to people's bullshit, I guess.
Yep.
You're taking shots at me like it's Patron. And I'm just like, damn, it's 7 a.m.
Yeah.
A little further down in the song also really hits me. Can you just not step on my gown?
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
Yeah.
And while I'm not gay,
it
resonated with me and in my time of trouble.
Yeah. It really is.
With like people talking shit, not knowing what they're talking about.
There's always going to be some hater.
There will. What is actually, I was listening to a podcast this morning, and they were talking about the same thing, how you can be, what was the one they used? You can be the juiciest peach on the tree and someone's going to still be like, fucking hate peaches. I like plums.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, you know what? That's a good point. Like, you're not for everyone and that's okay. And I don't want to be for everyone. That actually sounds remarkably stressful. But yeah, sometimes it can just be really disheartening when you find out people are talking shit or spreading false things. And it can really just kind of wreck you. And It just doesn't have to. They can just not step on our gowns.
People just like, they'll make up things about you and the way that they feel about you, and like we don't have any control over that. But it's like, you know, if you could just live your life like not making people feel like shit, that would just be so much better for everyone.
It really would. And like the other part of that is not feeling like you have to respond.
Yep.
Because like I fully understand, and I have no problem that I can be someone else's villain. I do understand that. But me through that person's lens doesn't necessarily mean it's me, if that makes sense. Like if you're angry and pissed at the world, then nothing I do for you is going to be good enough.
Yep. Period. And I just feel like that's something that I've struggled with forever, is like worrying about what people think about me, but it doesn't matter.
No.
You can't go and try to change their mind. So
no,
it is what it is.
That was a really hard lesson to learn. That was an upsetting, a lot of tears shed on that one.
Yeah.
That was also pre-Zoloft.
Yeah. Same, man. I'm on Lexapro and I feel like now I just don't care as much. Like, let them be.
I mean, I'm not going to say I don't care, but I don't fucking care.
Yeah. I mean, it bothers me, of course, but it's just like,
it bothers me when it's not true. If someone was like, man, she was a bitch to me, blah, 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 and I was, it's like, well, yeah, I was, and here's why, you know, whatever, cool. But if there is a thing being said that is not true, that does bother me, and it's really hard to just move on and let go.
It is. I also have a Taylor Swift quote, and then I also have a Dolly Parton quote that kind of go together.
Beautiful.
So, of course, people throw rocks at things that shine.
Oh, damn.
Miss Swift. Man,
she is a wordsmith.
She, like, I, of course, listen to all of her music. My niece and I, she's here today. We are big Taylor Swift fans.
She's looking at us like, oh my God.
But I love Taylor Swift. And I feel like a lot of the really insane quotes, I mean, lyrics that she has have just gone in one ear and out the other. But she does say a lot of good stuff. And people do throw rocks at things that shine. Like if you're doing well at anything, people want to find a reason to take you down.
And I just don't understand. I really don't. Why do you have so much hate in your heart that you have to blow out someone else's candle? That's not going to light yours up.
Yeah. You don't got to bring people down.
Came out of nowhere.
I didn't mean take people down. I
meant
bring people down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how different is it really?
Yeah, touche. But yeah, people just suck, especially in the days of the internet where they would say something on the internet they would never say to your face. Never. Which
brings me back to another Taylor Swift quote from the same song that I was previously quoting.
Yeah.
You say it on the street, that's a cop-out. You say it in a tweet. Oh, no, wait, hold on. That was backwards. Shit. You say it in the street.
Tweets first.
Oh.
You say it in a tweet, that's a cop-out.
You say it in the street, that's a knockout.
Yep.
There we go.
Daggum. Hello, this is Editing Adrian. I was so confidently wrong. It is say it in the street, that's a knockout. Say it in a tweet, that's a cop-out. Back to the podcast. Doggone.
Okay, well, you knew where I was going with
that. I got it. She just comes with all the zingers. Yeah. Okay, but this one's Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton just like loves herself.
She does, and it's amazing.
That's what I love about her, is she's just going to be herself. That's how she's always been.
Unapologetically.
Yep. So if anyone tells you your hair is too big, get rid of them. You don't need that negativity in your life.
Damn straight.
Yeah. Don't come for people whenever they're feeling good.
No. Why would you do that?
On people's parades. That's the worst, thing whenever you're doing really well or you're really excited about something. Even if you think it's stupid, keep it inside.
That's an inside thought.
Yeah. And
don't make someone feel bad about something they're excited about.
Yeah.
That grates on me so much.
Yes. And there was just one situation in my life that I was planning on doing that I was really excited about. I told my dad and he was just like, why? And I feel like that's a
damn dad.
Old Gen Z or Gen X, young boomer thing. They just got to be negative. But then I told my friend Whitney about that same thing and she was just like, good. That's great.
For you.
Yeah. And it's just that should always be your response. If somebody's excited, just tell them, good.
Yeah.
Be excited for them.
I'm with you. Yeah. Totally. Absolutely.
Okay. Go on with your next quote.
So this next one is from Albert Einstein. I was really reaching into the depths with this one.
Nice.
Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think.
Yeah. Daggum right.
I get into arguments with my husband on the regular about education. We both love to learn, and that's beautiful. Love that. But he's very of the mind that you must have a college degree for success.
Yeah.
Just looks right past me, I guess. I don't know. But especially with Joey at the age she's at, we're looking at colleges and stuff. And if she wants to go to college, I'm all for that. But if she doesn't, which she does, so this kind of is irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
But the point still stands that you don't have to do what everyone else is doing to find success. Yeah. And there's way more than one way to learn. Like learning does not only take place in the classroom. In fact, I would argue that 90% of my lessons in life that have helped me have not been learned in a classroom.
Yeah. And so I'm the opposite over here on this end. So I have a bachelor's degree, and I did learn a few things from that. But
a few things.
Yeah. I mean, like, I have a business management degree, and there were things that I have used from my degree in my business, but I feel like a lot of the things that I've learned are actually from like other people, you know, listening to people I admire and stuff
and
like that.
your own experience.
Yeah, definitely experience.
That
definitely.
is not a replaceable way of learning.
And I can't like just get a job right now because I don't have any experience with my degree. I can't just go and get a job. My degree won't give me the job. I also need experience, and that's kind of frustrating. So Dagan is actually looking at like technical schools, and he doesn't think he wants to go to college because of that like way of learning. Yeah, he thinks he wants to go to a technical school, and I'm cool with that as long as he has some sort of education.
Yeah, as long as you do something.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go to my next one. This one is also a Dolly Parton quote, and it's not something I live by, it's something I aspire to live by. Okay, so I really like it. It says, I make a point to appreciate all the little things in my life. I go outside and smell the air after a good hard rain. These small actions help me remind that there's so many great, glorious pieces of good in the world.
That's beautiful.
It is. And instead of like in the world of like highlight reels on social media, you don't have to have what everyone else has to have a beautiful life. And those people might have everything and not have a beautiful life. So just
100%.
Look around your life and just be like, man, this is amazing.
Well, and some of my favorite things to see on Instagram are the like real life behind the scenes type of things. Like you see the pretty put together corner, and then they show you the other side of the room, and it's all the trash. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, that feels right.
Definitely. So a funny thing, this is just popped in my head when you said that, but when you see those beautiful getting ready photos at weddings, it's because there is a very clean corner.
Right.
And then that's where we have chosen to take all those photos. Then there's another corner with bags, like dress bags, duffel bags, trash, everything. Like 100%. You're looking at those photos like, wow. No, that's fake. We set that up.
Even something as like small as, not that I really do this very often anymore, but like my nighttime routine or whatever shot, like the tiny vanity that I do have, I will keep one tiny corner of it clean and organized for that shot, because it is not clean and organized whenever I'm doing all of that stuff. It's chaos.
Yeah.
Life is chaos.
It is
the chaos.
It is. I feel like everyone is just trying to look their greatest online when just like, whatever, man.
I mean, I do understand. I do.
Yeah.
But like, it's not all the time. And I think that's the part that grates. You know what I mean? That's the part that it's like, okay, all right. This isn't attainable. This isn't real. Yeah. Like, I get wanting to show your best. Yeah. But no one is at 100% all the time.
Yeah. And if they are, they probably are really struggling with that.
Or on drugs.
Yeah. You know, look at yourself, do what you can do. Don't let other people make you feel bad about it.
Exactly. 110,000 million %. Okay, so my next one, other women are not my competition. I stand with them, not against them. Yep. But I feel like really maybe for me, that's just kind of like an elaboration of community over competition. Yep. I have never, ever, ever been a very competitive person. I'm very more of like a, what can we do together? Yeah. What's your opinion on this kind of person? And for 99% of my life, if there's an opportunity for me to push someone up instead of myself, that's what I was doing. Yeah. Now, is that always great? No. But I think for me, it's more about why do you have to climb over someone else to find your top of the hill type of thing? I just think that's bullshit.
Yeah. And I feel like whenever I am with, for instance, in photography, I've had a few friends that were very competitive, and it's so off-putting. Like, I don't feel comfortable around those people, you know, like if somebody says something like a snide remark, or that, like we talked about the girl in the last episode that told me I wasn't ready, like I wasn't ready, but like, don't be rude, right? You know, that's so unnecessary to be like that.
And especially that kind of energy in such a creative atmosphere, career situation, whatever, like that can't be good for them either.
No.
You know what I mean? Like if your way up is to walk over other people, then you're not doing your job.
Yeah. I feel like it shows more confidence being nice and helping people and being supportive than it does to be like, I'm the best.
I think so too.
Get out of my way.
I feel like the more you have to say you're the best, the worse you are.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a really nice guy, I swear.
Yeah.
As he hits you over the head and drags you in the car. That got dark, but you know what I'm saying. If you have to convince someone how awesome and nice and cool you are, then
definitely.
Maybe it's not.
Also, I take pride in being a girl's girl, and I don't understand girls who can't be a girl's girl. Like, it's okay to not have like beef with other people. It's okay to just
100%. I will say though, especially the way you phrased it a second ago, being a girl's girl. I know, like, whenever I was in school, if you were a girl's girl, you were like a catty bitchy Barbie or something, and I didn't want to be that. I didn't really want to be what I was either, but it's one of those things, like, especially while you're trying to figure out who you are, just clear the lane. Don't clear the lane. Stay in your own lane. Yeah. Don't even look at someone else's. Yeah. Back off.
Yeah. Staying in your own lane. It's a good way to have peace.
That's right. There's no traffic in your lane.
Oh, shoot. She's dropping it.
I don't even know where that came from.
That was deep.
My irritation is flaring, and now I'm speaking in motivational quotes. Your attitude determines your altitude. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, daggum. Well, as you're talking about, like, staying in your lane or the person that you used to be versus now, I got another quote. Jay-Z. People look at you and say you've changed, as if you worked that hard to stay the same.
Damn.
I take pride in the person I am today because I feel like I'm, like, more at peace than I was, like, 5-6 years ago.
Hell yeah.
It sucks that, like, along the way, like, I've lost friends, but that just shows that I've changed, and I like that about myself.
Yeah, like I'm not friends with them anymore, but there were a few people that, especially like when I met Aaron and I didn't want to go out. I mean, I didn't really want to go out all the time before either, but it was just like, you've changed. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
I don't really like who I was before. And you would just kind of laugh when I said that. So, good. Like, it's probably a good thing that we're not friends anymore.
Why would you want to be the same your whole life?
I don't know.
People are weird. Grow.
That sounds worse and more scary to me than something new every 6 months.
Yeah, definitely. I want to experience lots of things in this one life I have, you know?
Actually, before I got pregnant with Joey, my goal, I didn't really want to go to school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so my goal was to move every 6 months and, like, have a different job every 6 months.
Wow.
And just a whole new life every 6 months.
That's
until
amazing.
I found something I, like, loved. And I got pregnant instead. But, you know, it's been a good life anyway. But, yeah, that sounded like an awesome adventure to me. That sounded like such a cool experience.
Yeah.
And I just remember my mom being like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. I was like, are you kidding? That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a gypsy.
Yeah. It does sound wonderful, just being yourself. And I feel like that does reflect on your kids, like changing and not just like saying like these are the rules. All the rules are made up.
They are made up. Every single one of them.
Just do whatever you want.
This is not entirely related, but relates to what you were just saying. So the prequel to Yellowstone, what is it called? 1887 or something like that. The girl that narrates it, she is ahead of her time.
Nice.
Okay. She's not the petticoat wearing prairie wife. Okay. She's super wild in the best way. And she talks about that, how the further away you are from quote unquote civilization, the more free you get to be. and the closer to people and population you get, the more rules and customs and the more controlling everything is. And it was just like,
that's really, really true.
Damn, girl.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah. I know, like, people who live out in the country love that lifestyle. And I saw a girl who had, like, a bunch of land and, like, was trying the homesteading thing. And she said, don't California our Oklahoma, because they just want their wide open spaces. Oh, man. Dixie chicks. I mean, just chicks now.
Well, sure. But the chicks, they're great.
Yeah.
I get it. I do. I'm not really attracted to the homesteading life.
No, me
but the
either.
attitude, I'm all here for.
Yeah.
But just like maybe in a library instead.
Yeah, definitely.
Just leave me alone in a stack of books.
I do like to just be left alone. It's quite nice.
You and your plants, me and my books.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
You know, I've got a quote for you that I had to take off my list because you said to limit it to 6. But don't forget to drink water and sun. Don't forget to drink water and get sun.
There we go.
You are basically a houseplant with more complicated emotions.
So true. If I don't, like, seasonal depression, if I don't drink water or eat, I can just feel myself spiraling.
To death? Because that's what comes next.
I mean, like, when I'm supposed to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I'm like, oh, it's way past lunchtime. This is why I feel like I'm a failure. Like, I need to drink some water.
I needed a banana.
Yeah. Gotta get outside. I need some sun.
I always used to joke that, like, I just don't like the sun. It puts me in a bad mood. I do love a good cloudy, rainy day. But too many of those in a row, and it is kind of like, all right, I'm starting to feel down for zero reason. Yeah. I need a little sunshine in my life.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to go and, like, take a hike in nature, but I like there being sun shining through my window. I feel like I'm more productive when I have...
Like a cat.
Yeah. When I have, like,
that
bright
kind
light.
Of sunshine.
I like to be in my backyard when it's sunny sometimes.
Yeah.
I do like to get a tan.
I love the idea of getting a tan. It just never works out for me.
Yeah.
The Irish is too strong in this bloodline.
You know, I am, I think, a quarter Irish.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so my great-grandma was 100% full-blood Irish. So my grandma was half. So my mom was a quarter. I'm an eighth. I'm an eighth Irish. But still, that's a lot.
That's a solid amount.
Yeah.
That's way more than my native percentages.
Yeah.
Oh, we should look at our 23andMe sometimes. Those are fun.
My great aunt Wilma was the chief of the Cherokee Nation. First of all, I didn't even know how big of a deal she was until after she died, because we, like, knew her. And then I was like, wow. So I started learning more about her. And I used to always hear my cousins and other people in my family say, be the buffalo. And I'd never even asked why. And now I have a tattoo about it. It's this really cool quote that my great aunt said: cows run away from the storm while the buffalo charges toward it and gets through it quicker. Whenever I'm confronted with a tough challenge, I do not prolong the torment. I become the buffalo.
That is beautiful.
I know. It's really cool. And it's not something I always do because I have anxiety and ADHD, but I really try to just get through it. I feel like that's the best way to just get through life. Like, if something's coming at you,
if you're going through hell, don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep on moving. Who is that? What's that song? It's a country song.
I know what you're talking about.
It's Rodney Atkins.
Oh, okay. Where did I get Josh Turner from?
I don't even know who that is. Oh, I guess Winston Churchill also said it. If you're going through hell, keep going.
Well, that one sounds more profound. Let's go with that.
Yeah, cool.
So, next one for me. Learn to be okay with people not knowing your side of the story.
Yeah.
Still working on that one.
It's so hard. So hard.
I rage on the inside.
Yeah. I think about sometimes when I wasn't loud enough with my side of the story, and it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes me feel, like, bad, but it is what it is.
In therapy, I learned, at least about myself, that the reason that was such a big deal for me was because I craved validation. And it's kind of along those same lines of, like, you can disagree with me, but if I just keep explaining myself, eventually that light's going to come on. You're going to be like, oh yeah, you're right. I agree. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a fucking horrible way to live.
Yeah.
But I think just getting that validation from yourself, not from anything outward, is really the only way I have even sort of kind of begun to be okay with that.
Yeah. I feel like, especially as women, women who had kids very young, like there are a bunch of reasons why we should not be like in love with ourselves, you know what I mean? And why we shouldn't be proud of ourselves, but that should also give us a reason to be proud of ourselves.
100%.
And it should give us a reason to just like believe in ourselves and not give a shit about what the other side of the story is. Like, we know what happened.
Yeah.
You know? It doesn't matter.
One thing that, I mean, if we're going to talk about being young single moms for a second, one thing that never really sat well with me or I understood was how you're shamed for doing something earlier or out of order.
Yeah.
When really we're the ones that needed the support and encouragement. I mean, not that, I mean, all moms do. It is hard no matter how old you are, but like,
look at your own damn self.
I told you, I'm in a bad mood today.
It's okay.
It's showing.
I like it. You're being the woman I love.
It's okay. You can say ice queen. It's fine.
She's being an ice queen.
I have learned to embrace that. That no longer bothers me.
Yeah. So. I don't, whenever I think about ice queen, I feel like, yeah, damn right.
I'll be Elsa. She's badass.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not letting shit go.
That's never in my life.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so Gloria Steinem. Lots of people our age don't know who she is for some reason, but she's tall. She's super tall. Yeah. And the way she carries herself in a room, like, her energy is contagious.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Gloria Steinem is, like, look her up.
Yeah. That deserves a Google.
Yeah. She is the reason that Ms. is a thing. Like, MRS means that you're someone's wife. Miss, MISS, means you're not someone's wife. So she made Ms. MS so that nobody needs to know if we're married or not. It doesn't matter. So you can use Ms. And I think that's amazing. She did that. Anyway, the quote is, without leaps of imagination or dreaming, we lose the excitement of possibilities. Dreaming, after all, is a form of planning.
That's beautiful.
It is. I love this quote, and I feel like we have all of these fences put up in our mind because of what people around us believe that they can do. Dreaming is planning. If you dream it, you can achieve it. I think that was like a Napoleon Hill quote.
I love that, though. I mean, dreams are, you're right, a dream is planned, just hasn't been written down yet.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I love that a lot. Okay, so my last one, apparently I was feeling very emotional when I made this list, but I sat with my anger long enough, and she told me her real name was Grief.
Wow.
But, like, really think about it.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that you're angry about.
Yeah.
Why are you angry? Where did that come from? What is triggering about that for you?
Yeah.
And explore that road a little.
Yeah.
One that kind of went in line with that was, your trauma is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Like, your healing is your responsibility. And that is hard to hear. Tough pill to swallow.
Yep.
But that's not something anyone else can do for you.
Yeah.
And just because you have had a trauma does not give you the right or license to walk around angry and hurtful and be someone else's trauma.
Like, getting on medicine and going through bigger traumatic experiences, like, made me realize, why be mad? You're just wasting your energy. Try to be positive about things.
That's very true. It does take up space inside, and it is a heavy energy to carry around. It does not, you know what? That's not entirely fair to anger. Sometimes it can get you through shit.
Yeah, definitely.
But that shouldn't be your only way to move forward.
Yeah.
That is damaging to yourself. Oh, you know, that makes me think of another quote. A Harry Potter quote. Sirius Black, if you will. There are both light and dark inside of us. It's up to us to choose what we act on. I went a little rogue there. He didn't say it that way, but you get the message.
Yeah. It's easier to be mad. And then it gets easier to feel like whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, just ignore it. If it makes you feel bad, don't look at it anymore. It takes so long to get to that point.
That's one thing that I think people don't talk much about healing, is how long it takes and all of the phases that you go through. Like, anger is a stage of grief. What are the 5 stages? I feel like I should look this up. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. When you stay in anger and you don't let yourself get through the rest of them, it stunts growth all over.
Definitely. Holding grudges used to feel like protection.
And I even get that thought process, you know, like, but the grudge hurts you, not the other person.
Yeah.
The boundary protects you from that other person, and learning the difference between those things.
Yeah, like forgiving but not forgetting is fine with me.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, forgiving just helps you to be a happier, lighter person, and you don't have to forget. You can keep those people at arm's length.
The letting go.
Yep.
The one time Elsa's going to tell you to let it go.
Yeah, you can let it go, or you can not let it go. It just depends on the situation. We're just giving all these conflicting quotes and advices to people.
We're Sour Patch Kids today.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. You know, we got to make it through life somehow.
I've not taken my Adderall today. And I can feel it.
So I feel like $100 at least, you know.
Finishing a sentence is a lot of work for me right now.
I feel like quotes from other people's lived experiences help us make it through situations or through thought processes.
I used to joke that the right quote can change your life, but it's not a joke.
No.
Before I could afford therapy, quotes were how I would present new ideas to myself, and it was great because I could work through them privately until I was in a place where I felt like I could take feedback that might not feel good.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to round this out on a higher note.
Yeah.
Do you have any more T-Pain for us? Lil Wayne, sorry. T-Pain was mine.
So this is just a funny, but
yeah,
he rhymed mansion with Wisconsin. It's kind of a big deal.
What a wordsmith.
That's all I got.
That's not a quote, Adrian.
Hold on, I'm Googling.
Well, how about Carpe Diem?
Oh.
Just seize the day.
Seize the fucking
day. Take control of your shit.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Get out there and do it. Oh my God, you know what? Slapped me in the face today? This one right here. It was so impactful. I put it on the wall. Don't be upset about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do.
Hot damn. Get in there and get that shit done. She's fluttering. She's going to take away with her eyelashes right now. They're fluttering so hard. She's going to fly away. Well, this was a beautiful episode. I feel like we always have fun. But this was one that I was really excited about. We were supposed to do a different one today, but I was like, it was the easiest yes I've gotten out of Mallory. I was doing this one instead. It was a good time. Well, we love you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.